Hey guys, it's Ndoplex and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today I've got a game for you in the FV4202, which is a tier 8 British premium tank, which used to be the tier 10 British tank. However, that got replaced by the Centurion Action 10, and the FV4202 went down to tier 8 and became a premium tank. So we're going to be playing today on Lakeville in a nice all tier 8 matchup. And I am going to be playing, without a doubt, the best game I have ever had in the FV4202. And that's because this tank is just really underwhelming. It's got pretty good gun handling. It's got pretty good accuracy. It's not too slow. It's not got the worst armor. The turret's not too bad. Everything is just not too bad in this tank. It doesn't excel in anything, and it just feels a bit boring for me to play. I just can never really seem to mesh with the tank too well. But in this game, we're going to have an absolutely fantastic game in the FV4202. And I've decided here, I'm going to make my way up into the middle. I've made a very aggressive push into the middle here, because I saw that we had quite a few people going to the left. A couple buddies of mine are going to the left. And I figured the best thing I can do here is try and create a crossfire going into the middle of the map here. And hopefully just be able to play as an opportunist tank. This tank does not fare too well in the one-on-one boxing match. The DPM is, again, not too good. It's not great. It's not terrible. I've recently switched out. I used to have a turbo on this tank. But I've recently swapped that out for a gun rammer just to try and improve this tank's relatively mediocre DPM. Trying to make it a little bit better, a little bit more special. And here we go. We got some tanks going into the middle, and I'm just going to take opportunistic shots as I can as they run across the middle. We put one into the Progetto 46 there, and we have absolutely none of our teammates have gone to the town, so it's going to be a really tricky situation. I fire one blind, hoping that one of the tanks will come across, and the T26E4 ends up coming across. Unfortunately, we bounce off him, and is he going to spot us? He isn't. So, okay, we managed to put one into his tracks there, and now we're definitely going to get spotted. So we back up behind the map, behind the rock, and try and put some shots into this IS-5. Just a nice little sneaky shot into the back of that IS-5 there. We've got our tanks holding up at the K7 position, which is going to stop the enemies from rushing straight into our base. So I got a buddy of mine in the defender trying to defend the cap circle, and my other friend in the CS52 lease trying to do some work on the left-hand side of the map. And we've got a lot of enemies here on the right-hand side of the map, so I'm just going to try and play opportunistic shots as much as I can. This tank has only got 230 alpha damage, which really does feel very underwhelming at times on a tier 8 tank. However, when you can pretty reliably with this gun put your shots in, it's not too bad. We get hit by the Progetto there, and he loses his life for it. I repair my turret ring there because I want to be able to keep as mobile as I can, and with the good accuracy on this tank, I'm able to keep this Jagdpanther 2 locked down, and we are hopefully going to secure a kill on him very soon. There we go, very nice. So he dies. We are up to 2,000 damage already in this game. I knock over that tree to try and perhaps provide some cover for myself, but I do a really bad job of it and don't end up really protecting my tank, giving it any extra camouflage, unfortunately. I'm really hoping this IS-5 is going to back up, because while we are ahead on hit points at the minute, we are down on a tank, and we are soon gonna be struggling. My body falls in the defender to the obsidian there, and I'm unable to really help him. I see the obsidian looking at me and don't particularly want to sit in front of him, and there's a pesky black dog over there, puts a shell into me. We return fire with one, and he is gonna sit behind the building, but he looks like that shot might have gone in. It did go in, definitely did. He was on 400 before, so nice blind shot there. He only tracks us, and I'm really hoping we can finish this. We're still ahead on hit points, but behind on the tank majority, and they are pushing through to our base pretty quickly. Luckily, on the other side of the map, we seem to be able to make a push towards their base. This T-2064 got tracked out of position. I get tracked as well, and I haven't got a repair kit. I've just sort of got to hope that they miss. Nice, our artillery shuts down the T26E4, but unfortunately, my other mate dies in his CS52, which is a bit of a shame. We have been one tank behind pretty much this whole game, and it's looking like it could become a close one. I feel I don't really want to advance in this position. I still feel like I'm valuable here providing a crossfire. We're up to over 3,000 combined damage here, and I'm just thinking if they try and make a push to our base, which I think they might do, I'm going to be really valuable here, able to put some shots in. I'm still really worried about that M4A1 Revelarice because he hasn't been spotted and he's on full health as far as we know since the start of this game, so I'm just really worried about pushing up here. I don't know where he's gone. The Black Dog is still there as well. Oh, we actually, someone, or maybe us, manages to spot that Black Dog. Unfortunately, he spots me. And I'm just sort of hoping here that I might be able to finish him off, or one of our teammates can get a shot into him, like the guard. I ping the map to hopefully get a shot in, and nice. Our artillery once again shuts down another tank, causing us some hassle. Great job to that GW Tiger P on the team. Really good. I see him communicating a lot in the chat, which is just great, and you can sort of play with the other guys on the team a little easier when they're communicating. I'm saying help just because I'm sort of hoping our LT432 might come down this line with me, and then I'd feel much more confident pushing up against the Progetto and the M4A1 Revelarice. As it stands, with this tank not having the best DPM, I feel very reluctant to push on my own, because if I get caught out in a 1v1 fight, I'm just going to get absolutely owned by those tanks. That IS-5 is still alive, sat behind that house, unable to feather a shot on him. And they've still got some dangerous tanks on the team. The IC-152K could one-shot me here if he rolls well. The AMX AC-48, if he's got the autoloader, could shut us down very quickly. And this game is so close right now. I'm just going to sit and bide my time and wedge myself up on that rock, apparently. I'm sort of thinking the Progetto might come down this alley. There hasn't been any action from the left-hand side whatsoever. And so I'm just sort of pre-aiming here, just in case he comes down. I'll hopefully be able to put the 2 shells into him that we need to kill him. I'm saying help again, hoping that someone will push down the left-hand side to just see basically where the enemies are. I need to get an idea of where they are before I try and make an aggressive play towards their base to try and cut them off at all. I say in the chat, can someone push left? It looks like the LT might be trying to do that for me. I just feel like if the Progetto and the M4 are still camping... Okay, the LT pushes left, spots both of them there, and then immediately I'm going to push up now. I know they're not sitting there. I feel safe now that I can push up and help kill those guys from behind. I said in the chat, I'll help from here, and that's where it could be really handy to communicate with your teammates. I said, can someone push? And if he does, I'll be able to help and get shots in behind. I thought about going close there, but I would have to go into the cap circle, which would let them know that I am behind. So in actual fact, I'm going to sneak around the outside of the cap circle here and hopefully manage to get some shots into the backside of these tanks. Our guard manages to shut down the AMX AC, and there we go. We find the artillery at the back of the map. I put one shots trying to track him, and he takes a little bit to respond. So we managed to shut him down, and now we are behind the M4 Revelarice. He seems to be tunnel visioning a bit, so I'm going to try and put some shots in. Unfortunately, that shot just whiffed into the ground somehow, and there you go. He spots me, turns around, and I'm going to just try and... There you go. We tracked him up on the hill. Beautiful tracking shot there, and I'm hoping I can just keep him tracked. Unfortunately, he repairs, so I just put another shot into him on the way down. And are we going to get one more? No, unfortunately, we don't. Our team manages to take down the Progetto at the front, and now the LT's pushing up. This M4, I'm trying to make it look like I'm going left around to him, but he's got some really high alpha damage, and I don't necessarily want to fight him, so I think I'm going to try and get a hold down position here where I can hopefully bounce some shots with my turret. He comes around the corner very quicker than I expected, and because he's got such high alpha damage, I need to try and make sure that I get 2 shots in for every shot that he gets. I'm backing up as fast as I can here, and hopefully... Oh, he manages to put 2 shots into us. That really sucks, and the Obsidian comes around the corner. We managed to bounce it off our turret. Really nice there. I put one... Tried to put one into the lower plate, but our gun just dips straight into the ground here, and this guy's pushing. He's wiggling, trying to bounce us. We put one straight through his upper plate. And he's going to keep coming round. I can't pen his turret very reliably, so I'm trying to get a shot on his hull. Unfortunately, we bounce him, and he's now getting surrounded by our teammates. One more shot into the front of his tank there. And up to over, what is that? Nearly 6,000 combined damage now in the FV4202 with 3 kills. And now it's just going to be a hunt to see if we can get the IC-152K. Our GW Tiger P shuts him down. And we managed to secure this victory very nicely indeed. So there you go. Well, unfortunately, I just want to say this is in a bit of a different format because for some reason, World of Tanks wouldn't accept my file recording, said it was corrupted. I don't really know what that's about, but we managed to upload it here to whatrecord.com, and this was an ace tanker in the FV4202. We managed to get 4,500 damage, including that blind shot, with 1,660 base experience, which is absolutely huge in this tier 8 tank, securing 3 kills and a high caliber medal for doing so. We fired 28 shots and hit 23 of them due to the good accuracy of this tank, and at a distance of over 300 meters, we put in some good marksmanship in this game. Made a crisp profit of 108,000 credits due to this being a premium tank, and I just felt like I should share this replay with you guys because this is just a tank that I really don't get along with very well, and to actually have a good game in the tank. I've had aces before, but should never really very good games. This one I really felt that I was impactful to winning the game for my team. So I thought I'd share it here with you guys. Even in some of these older tier 8 premiums, which just seem so underpowered compared to the new tier 8 premiums, like such as the 703-2, the Progetto 46, although those really strong tier 8 premiums coming into the game, these older tier 8 premiums seem to get left behind a bit and struggle. But as you can see here, you can still have the good games in some of these tanks, and I just wanted to share that with you guys today. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Goodbye.